慈济60周年系列报道《风月同天》，今天的故事主题叫做“万里归乡”。回去跨越的不只是地理上的距离，还跨越了心灵的深渊。有一个人相信，在祖国这一片废墟上，有机会重建家园。今天的故事发生的地点在西非国家狮子山。15世纪，葡萄牙的航海家经过这片土地的时候，看到了这座山，感觉它的形状像一头狮子雄踞在那里，而且经过的时候刚好听到了雷鸣的声音，好像狮子的吼叫声，就把这片土地命名为狮子山。提到这个国家，我们多半以为它是贫穷而破落的，但其实狮子山有它的高光时刻。19世纪的时候，在狮子山的首都自由城建立了撒哈拉沙漠以南第一座的高等学府，叫做富拉湾学院。它为非洲国家培育出很多精英人才，同时当时的自由城也被称作是非洲的雅典，充满了文明的荣光。但这样一个国家也怀璧其罪，因为狮子山是全球非常重要的钻石的出产地，它所开采的钻石天然而且质感很好，80%的钻石可以直接做成高级的宝石。也正是因为这样的利益争夺，狮子山历经了长达11年的内战，结果就是很多人被武装组织砍断了手脚，让这个国家的肢体残障比例非常的高，还有很多的孩子小小年纪没有读书就被征召成了娃娃兵。11年的内战为这个国家埋下了贫穷与不安定的种子，也让这个国家的文盲率一度高达70%。这么多的文盲为日后发生的疫情埋下了恶果。时间来到2013年，西非爆发了严重的伊波拉病毒，狮子山是疫情最为严重的地区，因为大多数的人没有读书，没有公卫常识，他们不相信疫苗，甚至不相信国际的 NGO 医疗人员。就这样，疫情蔓延，一发不可收拾，很多人在一瞬之间死去了。疫情过后，狮子山平白的多出了8000个孩子，都没有了父母，而成了伊波拉的遗孤。他们不止苟活下来，还被贴上了标签，成为一种被排挤的对象。今天我们的故事主角叫做史蒂芬丰巴，他是土生土长的狮子山人，但是内战的时期，他就跟着家族长辈移民到了美国。他在美国有很好的事业、幸福的家庭与生活，但是他的血液里流淌着祖国的基因。所以，当他看到国家被疫情所糟蹋的时候，他决定要回家。万里归乡的史蒂芬丰巴没有空手而回，他带着东西方交汇的暖流回到自己的祖国。他相信，只要开始就有未来。他在祖国的土地上用暖流滋润了干渴的心田。这一次的归乡，不只是回家，让他的心也不再流浪。
My coming to the United States of America started with a journey from my country, Sierra Leone. In 1991, a civil war broke out in Sierra Leone. After some years of going to school, there I was, fortunate to travel to Los Angeles, California with my grandmother. Oh, wow, it was amazing. Everything was beautiful. It was different from my country. There was electricity, and the roads were very good. I had no fear of the civil war that I left behind. I felt very safe. I kept asking myself a question. Why is Sierra Leone so naturally rich and yet so poor? Sierra Leone is highly blessed because it has abundant natural resources. Sierra Leone is also unfortunate, having fought a devastating war for about 11 years for freedoms, control of power, resources, and even the diamonds. From a distance, the mountains and the port of Freetown, which is the capital city, look like a giant lion, but in reality, it is more like a lion that has been sleeping for many years. At the end of 2013, the Ebola virus broke out in West Africa, and Sierra Leone was one of the most severely affected countries. At that time, I was in California, and I felt pain for the people who were affected by Ebola, especially those who passed away, because that included my family. I lost about 15 relatives to Ebola. In 2014, Suchi volunteer who I knew in the California community told me that their master wanted to help countries affected by Ebola. With Suchi volunteers in the United States and other partners, we went to Taiwan. That was the first time I met Master. Master said to me, "Stephen, can you give the supplies to the suffering people with your own hands? Can you do it?" I smiled and I made my commitment that day. After many years, I set foot on the land of Sierra Leone again. I was still sad inside, but there was also so much joy in me. Finally, I had the opportunity to do my best for my people. It was the Tree Foundation that gave me the courage to and accompanied me back home. Since 2015, Suchi volunteers from the United States, Taiwan, and other countries have traveled across the world and visited Sierra Leone. We went to many places together and helped vulnerable groups and orphans who lost their parents to Ebola. They don't know what happened to their parents, where they went, or even where their next meal will come from. We served them rice and other life-saving donations and provided them with clean bedding. The children held my hand with angelic smiles on their faces. Suddenly, the sadness in my heart disappeared.
This is the way we're doing things. No more Ebola in Africa.
Civil war and Ebola virus hurt the people of Sierra Leone. However, Suchi volunteers brought hope. They came not only to give, but also changed many Sierra Leoneans, including me. The rebuilding process is a long road, but I believe that as long as each of us have a heart for others and love each other, my country will have the opportunity to get better and better.